Welcome to Call That Girl's Office 365 courses. I'm Lisa Hendrickson, your hostess, and this is course number 6.5, a little pop-up course update video. And this week it'll be short, but I've got a lot of stuff going in my little book here. I got some updates for everybody, talk about how the courses have been going, participation, appreciation, little this, little that. I'm also doing a dual podcast for my Call That Girl Office 365 podcast. So if you're listening on the podcast and you want to see I'm going to be doing some screen sharing, feel free to jump over to the video, which might be on YouTube and it might not. We'll talk about it at the end here, folks. But for now, I got some notes and let's get rolling. First thing I want to do is thank everybody who has signed up for the courses. It has been, the feedback I'm getting has been incredible. I think what we're teaching is being, it's real helpful for techs to learn from other technicians. And we've got 6 more courses to go. And after the 12, we're going to do some assessment to see if there's another 12 necessary, which, by the way, I have like 40 some courses that we could do. And it could probably keep going because I just found a new one to add for the next round that I want to get kind of ahead of other ones because it's a little important. I'll talk about that here in a minute, though. Okay, so first thing I want to do, again, is thank the students for signing up. Much appreciated. Number 2 is I want to thank our sponsors. AppRiver is the primary sponsor. They're promoting everything with me across their channels, my channels. This has been something that they wanted to do for a while, is get, knowledge out to their current partners and resellers. And I said, well, I can do an extension. So we partnered up and they are on board 100% with this. I think the value of having a sponsor of, the course that is also a vendor is that they can step in at any time and help you folks. So I know some of you have already other vendors you work with, and that's fine. You can work with 2 vendors. You don't have to have just one. And sometimes I found that maybe if you're an MSP reseller, you might get an opportunity with the client to come in and they're maybe not a perfect fit for your MSP plan. So you might want to put them on a partner plan like mine until you can gradually escalate them to your MSP plan. And for other reasons, you might not be able to take them on ever for MSP. So you might just want to handle the billing through AppRiver. You do some support. I do that for all of my clients, but I do know that there are some MSPs that are like, I really want the client to pay them because they've maybe had billing issues or just however it works. So even if you're with another vendor, you can still have AppRiver as one and use them and, use as you need for other folks. But I know there's a lot of people that are fresh to Office 365. And, all I can say is, again, I've used them for 5 years. I'm a one-woman show. It's great to have a partner on that can, help be my tier 1. I'm tier 2 and tier 3 sometimes. But if anything gets out of my knowledge range, I send it over to AppRiver. They take care of it, and your clients never need to call Microsoft, and that is just a lifesaver. And the biggest win lately is all these GoDaddy migrations. Okay, you guys, they are sticky and tricky, and AppRiver has an absolute process down to get everything done. I've done a whole bunch with them already, and it is not easy to do the GoDaddy migrations, I'll tell you that. Hold mail, cut over, domain removal. It's a lot of work. It is. Okay, I also want to take a moment to thank our marketing partners. Now, one, as you can see, Channel Pro. They are a marketing partner of mine. They've also been promoting my blogs on their website, on their Channel Pro Network site, and you can sign up to get their magazines and get in their email lists. And they promote things like webinars, events. They also go to a lot of events. You can find them at all the, big ones out there. They're a great partner. And in the end here, I'm going to show the screenshot of how you can sign up and get on their mailing list. I like their magazines. I don't do a lot of MSP work, but I try to look through the magazines and see who I know. It's kind of fun. But if you do MSP, of course, you're going to like the content as well. Another marketing partner we have is BitTitan and their Migration Wiz product. Now, if you watched course number 3 or 4, I forgot which one it is, we did a whole segment on how to use Migration Wiz. And at the end, there's a secret code. And if you email me, you can get 3 free licenses. Now, 3 is a good little tester for you to jump in and just trial your own or do a small client trial. And then you can, use the AppRiver support. You can use BitTitan support if you need help. The demo Adam did is really good, and it shows you exactly what's going to happen and how you can, what expectations to have. It's, there's a lot of things that go on with migrations, but it's a tool that a lot of people use. And I know that other companies out there might say, we'll do free migrations, but the thing is about free migrations and having someone else do it is you don't control any of it, and they control it all. And I like controlling everything I do with my migration work. Another marketing partner we have is D7 by Foolish IT. I've known Nick and his team there for many years. They run the D7 product line, and you can go ahead and click on that in the marketing partners page also. Also, GE Geek is a promotion sponsor. And if you go to gegeek.com, you'll find all the tools you need in the toolkit. And a lot of folks do the $20 donation and just get the whole kit and caboodle. The owner, Jason, is a very, he runs a couple different Facebook pages for his toolkit, and he's very engaging with his updates and everything he does, and he's very helpful. So when you buy his toolkit, you could jump in the Facebook group. Also, Nathan Neal from Launch UX, who is also in my course number 6. He is my WordPress technician referral partner. I've used him for, I don't know, maybe 6-8 months now to help me with WordPress quick problems, snags. I've referred him other people to do full website redos. And what I like is mostly he is like by the hour break fix and does prepaid tickets like me. So you don't have to look at having a WordPress tech anymore as like a huge commitment and, $2,500 and all that. He's, I think, I don't know, $60 to $100 for an hour, depending on the issue. So if you've got a small one, you certainly can call him. And another marketing partner is the Facebook IT Business Owners Group, which I am a moderator at, work with Scott Sanders there. I've been on his team for a couple years now, and it's a great Facebook group, and there's a website, itbug.org, that has educational resources, tech help, vendor discounts. And if you join the Facebook group, just say you know me through the courses here, because I do a lot of the approvals also. But the Facebook group is more for like techs helping techs. And if you have a problem, jump in and ask a few questions and help other people too. It's a great resource. And let's see here. I think that covers the marketing partners. And now I'm going to recap here. I'm going to take you guys actually to a screen share here. I want to recap the courses real quick in case you've been jumping around and haven't seen it. But let me share my screen real quick here. Okay. So here is the course page lessons, which is protected by a password. Once you sign up, you get the password. And here you can see, here's course number 1. We covered Microsoft Teams with Tim Parkinson. Over here is course number 2. Adam and I did. We did basic account setup and the control panel overview. And number 3 was sales tips. I did with Adam also. These are really great. This is what started the courses off in the first place. Was these are all the tips I do to make money off each individual sale that comes in. There's many ways to make money. Not every client is going to take every tip and do it, but at least you've got offerings. And that's what's important, is to make money from your knowledge and support of Office 365. Number 4 was the BitTitan Migration Wiz demo with Adam, and that's where you can get the free licenses. Number 5 was reselling and partner sales tips with Marvin B. and Adam. They both have reseller accounts with AppRiver, and what they cover in here is pretty cool on many things that they do, onboarding tips, on-prem servers, just kind of, nuts to bolts, everything A to Z. It's a really good course. And then here I did course 6 with Nathan Neal from LaunchX, and we cover quite a few things. Newsletter tips, navigation bar tips with, navigation bar tips, how to get Office 365 out to your network. And a lot of these things are free. They're just tips I do. And Nathan brought up a few good ones too. Some WordPress, tips, navigation bar. I already said that. Anyway, all good stuff there. Upcoming courses, we just decided to add a new one that's very relevant, and I'm hoping to get Tim to do it this next course, number 7, is GDPR. Now, I know a lot of us don't even know what it is because we don't live in the UK or, the EU. And I think it's European Union. I'm just checking here, but I have a joke, okay? So a while ago, Tim said, are you ready for GDPR? And I only had seen it a couple times and I didn't really pay attention. And I said, what is that? And Tim was like, you got to be kidding me, right? And I said, no, I don't know what it is. He's like, well, okay, you better know what it is because it's coming. I'm like, what do I care about GDPR? What it is I think it's General Data Protection something, the official GDPR. Let's go Google it. GDPR is General Data Protection Regulation Act on something, okay? So the thing is, most of us in the US don't need it because, you might only have local clients. If you support anybody that lives over there in the UK or in the EU area, you're going to have to comply to this. And that basically means you have to delete information, clean it up, keep it current. I'm not exactly sure, but Tim is going to do a course on it. And I'm super excited because I don't know of any other techs doing it. And for Office 365, there's a lot going on with that. And if you are watching the course now going, at least I've seen a lot about GDPR now, it's because on May 25th, it kicks in. So you better have all your stuff cleaned up by then. Now, I don't have a lot of clients over in the UK, but I have a handful. So to me, I got to figure out, I think newsletters is going to be important. I have to probably, I think I have to actually go through my newsletter list and take out all UK people and ask them to resubscribe. For client data, I don't retain much. My tickets, and they own it. So, but anyway, I don't know everything, and Tim's going to help us know it all. Okay, so I just got the email last night and I'm really stoked. So I'm going to bump him up, course number 7. Some other courses we have is HIPAA with Office 365 with David Sims. Let me get out that list here. I just had it open. And we have one of my new technician referrals, Anthony, is going to do a PowerShell for Office 365 review. Onboarding tips with Brian Mayo again. Exchange Control Panel with Chad Odom. Now, Exchange Control Panel, if you've ever gone into the Exchange portion of Office 365, there's a lot in there. And I have never really gone into every single part of it because that's deep Exchange stuff I don't use. Chad's going to give us a review of the basics and what you need to know. Laura Leist is going to be doing OneNote, which a lot of us don't use OneNote, but your clients that do use it, they probably love it and abuse it. Okay, people that love OneNote are into it. I do OneNote support basically when it doesn't work for people. I get the syncing going and back up their workbooks and things like that. Also have Paul Joyner. He's going to be doing SharePoint Basics. He's the one who runs the SysAdmin Today podcast. Great guy and has a lot of knowledge, and he's going to be doing the SharePoint. And also I have Lynn Dye, who is a OneDrive expert who I've been using for referrals for over a year now. That course might not be a long hour-long one, but we're going to have her do a little pop-up piece for OneDrive. That's going to complete our 6 courses, you guys, okay? So after that, I've got tons more I want to do. And if students are engaged and tell me, yes, we want more, that gives me more to go to App River with to say, let's do another 12, okay? So email me and say, we want more. Okay, then finally, we're going to talk about hiring the trainers, okay? I have a lot of trainers here on my list, and they're all available for hire. So I'm going to share the screen again, give you guys a quick tour. So here's me. Over here's Tim. He's based out of the UK. He does the Microsoft Teams. He's really actually knowledgeable in tons of Office 365, but I think what most people want is the Teams training. So if you bring on a client that's got like 200 users that needs official Teams training and you don't want to do it, you can refer it to him, okay? He does that on large scale migration work, setup, configuration. You can hire him to be your coach, or you can just outsource it to him too. Adam is my migration technician. He does migration work for other technicians. You can hire him to do all the migration work where you just do like the sales in the beginning and at the aftercare and fine tuning and stuff like that. You can also hire me to do that stuff. I do that as well. Chad hasn't been on any of the courses yet, but he is kind of an advanced Office 365 technician. He does like more server management, high level, the folks that have like 1,000 mailboxes and up. I mean, he does, what I'm calling advanced work. He's available for help too. And he actually, I've referred him some of the weirdest jobs, because when a client calls me and says, hey, I got this weird thing, I'm like, I'm gonna send it to Chad. Let Chad do it, because he knows all that weird stuff with Office 365. Marvin B is also a course trainer. He's available. I think he would be more for on-prem server migration work, because that's what his specialty is. He's done a lot of that, and any reseller work. Brian, I'm not exactly sure if he's available for hire or not. I haven't had him on a course yet. And Anthony is available. He's the PowerShell. He's the PowerShell technician. So if you need a bunch of work done on a large scale migration, you need PowerShell help, he's your guy. Laura, outside of being a OneNote expert, is also an a Outlook 2016 trainer. And she does like the professional training where you can hire her. They're not the cheap ones. They're like $5,000 to $10,000 day, full day training. Okay. She does organizational training with Outlook and just kind of everything. I refer her work quite often, actually. And Lindai here is the OneDrive expert. So if you got yourself stuck in a OneDrive snag up, you can contact her as well, which I have done. And she finds the problems, which is typically that Groove product. Okay, and Groove is old. Okay, so we covered the last 6 courses, and let's see. Now, there's going to be a special gift given out to all the students, technicians who actually did all of the courses, okay? Next week, I'm going to have a little quiz put out. So if you took all 6 and you remember just a few things, you should be able to pass it. I'm not going to make it real hard. But there's a special gift from AppRiver, and I'm giving you a special gift as well. So just try to think of the 6 courses you watched. If you haven't, catch up on them. They're all really good. And then once you take the quiz, I'll send you off to the goodie bag, I'm calling it. Also, I've got some news. I believe we're going to take all the courses to YouTube and stop the signups. Okay. So the signups are for the people, the goodie bag is only for the people that signed up right now. Okay. So this might be on YouTube one day, but to get it, you still have to go watch all the courses. Okay. And then you have to do it. But for right now, it's only for the sign up people. We might figure out something else later down the road for the YouTubers, but we decided to take all the courses. So there's going to be no more signups. There's not going to be any more password, and it's going to be on YouTube, but in the same area in the lessons page. So if you're already watching it, it's in the lessons. You won't have to do anything different. But like I said, you won't have a password to put in anymore. But yeah, we're going to take it to YouTube, which means that now we can do more sharing and do more marketing. And I appreciate everybody that signed up, but I think that, you know, people are like, oh, I got to sign up and da-da-da-da. And, you know, if you signed up, you've noticed that I haven't given out your email to any of the marketing partners. You haven't got anything. This wasn't about that. It wasn't about a lead generation list. It was just to kind of, you know, kind of figure out who is signed up and, you know, to track gifts and awards and stuff like that. And, but we're ready to make that kind of more in-house when it happens. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, that's a big thing for me to take it to YouTube. I'm really excited. And I got a little bit of work to do, but that's fine. I'll do it. So if you guys want to, you know, share the classes with any online forums you're in or anything like that, it's just callthatgirl.com/courses. And that will actually just lead to the lessons page. No more sign up. All right, gang. Then I want to just do a quick tour of my website here. Excuse me. I'm going to do another screen share. So on my site here, it's a blogging site, okay? A lot of people maybe haven't been outside of the courses page, done a little tour. But I've got a lot of stuff up here. This is kind of like where everything I do, free, paid, everything is. Outlook training up here is my core one. I have a regular 2013 training that if you click on it here, I'll do it in a new tab. This actually is the training page where it's $10 for the videos, or you can buy the raw code set right here, which the Rock Code set, what I like about it is you buy them, you can host them on your own servers. You can rebrand them, edit them, put them on SharePoint. You can give them away to your clients. You can use them as an upsell. You can do anything you want with them if you own it, the Rock Code. So it's $99 for that. And I'll have some opportunities for you guys to get them for free here in a little bit. Over here is the Rock Code. Then I also sell the troubleshooting for technicians for just 10 bucks. Real cheap here. I never guarantee the price, so get it while you can at 10 bucks. But honestly, this was the class that took me 100 hours to do, you guys. It was brutal. I had so much intense back editing to do, but they're done. Anyway, there's 4 hours, 7 courses. I've got, for 10 bucks, you can't beat it. And I've pretty much got everything you're going to need to ever know about Outlook, ever. I mean, I covered it all. Over here is the business acceleration course I did with Matthew Rodella. Him and I, a couple years ago, put a course together. It's $149, I believe. It's 20 videos, 50 hours. I mean, we just put some intensity into this thing, but it's really, really great. We do a lot of sessions one by one. We've got people that Troy Anderson from Repair Shopper, Marcin Klaczynski from Malwarebytes, Fabrice Perso from Fabs, Sasha and Patrick, founders of Ninite, Ken Dwight, the famous virus doctor, David Sims, who's going to be on one of our courses for HIPAA, Paco, who is co-host of, I believe, the Podnuts, one of the Podnuts shows, and Luke Cohee, who is the Recovery Force. He does hard drive recovery. All of these folks talked about their businesses, how they started out, how they transitioned into other businesses, kind of like how Matthew and I also did it. It's a very good course. All right, now over here is the Office 365 information. Over here, I've just got bundles of information. The resource guide might be where you want to go and keep that handy. It's got, this literally is everything I could find and things I do. It's pretty robust, but it's really good stuff, It took me a long time to get all this information, but I really am proud of it. And I think everybody should keep it as like a bookmark if you ever need information there. But here I've got just training, migration coaching, which I do a lot of. Let me tell you, if you're thinking that, I can do my first migration by myself, I'll just tell you it's a value add to have me or Adam step in and help on your first one and coach, because there's a lot of things that takes a lot of years to know, those back end problems. And then here's some more marketing tips. Now here's a link to my podcast. Here's a link to the PowerPoint that I sell, which is really nice. It's 10 bucks also. And it's a PowerPoint for your presentations that you might do at BNI or whatever. And I cover what's covered. And what you can do with the PowerPoint, you can customize it. You can remove my branding, change the templates. Honestly, for $10, I don't know why anybody would want to write their own, because you can add to mine if mine wasn't enough. Over here, I've got referrals and non-referral text. The referrals page here is just other technicians I work with. I've got a huge list. So these are all people I know personally. And like a lot of people are getting questions for Power BI, Power Apps, SharePoint migrations. I got the people if you need them, you guys. Every one of these here has somebody managing it or running it. And I'm pretty proud of this list. Took me a long time to get this together, by the way. But I ask everybody to fill out the form because that means that you're serious, okay? A lot of times people are like, hey, I just need someone to help me with some, Exchange server, issues that I can't figure out. Well, I've got referral people, but you got to fill out the form. So that means you're serious, okay? Then here's a link to the courses and then some marketing tips. I put together a blog a while ago, 8 blogs on learn marketing and SEO yourself. These are really good if you got downtime or you just want to read something on a vacation or whatever. And then here is the Facebook group. So this is Office 365 technicians I have vetted pretty much myself for about 1.5 years now. And then let me just tell you guys this, that the Facebook group is not a fast running group, but it is very technical. So if you have a problem jump in the group, post as much detail as you can, and I will tell you that you will get people that help you and step in, or there's a resource for it, one of the two. It's a great, great group. All right. Then I got a video page and the ebooks page. So the ebooks page here is basically where you can check out all my stuff to buy. I got the template. I got everything here. And, I kind of like priced all the rest of my old stuff at $1 or $5 and things like that because it's just old. They're old stuff, but they're still good information. Okay, so everything I sell is pretty much $10 and under, except for the rock code videos, and only because that is something you can own and do whatever you want with. So that's a review of my website, you guys. I'm going to let you know that there's a very special promotion I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get off the camera here. Hold on. There's a very special promotion I'm going to be doing here in the next few months. If you want every single thing I own, I will offer it to you if you sign up as a partner with that Berber. Okay? They have another promotion going on, which is not part of the courses, but it's a new promotion thing I'm doing. I'm just going to let folks know that you don't have to sign up for the courses to do that one, but they're kind of crossing over a little bit. But I'm encouraging people to sign up as a partner. And then when you sign up as a partner, that's the first step. The next one is doing your first sale. And I'm going to offer everything I own, the rock code videos, the PowerPoints, and all that stuff if you sign up and sign up a client, okay? All the videos and everything is $137 value. So it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I'm trying to help everybody out. All right, you guys, I think that's enough for my roundup here. If you got any questions, feedback, anything else, email me, lisa@callthatgirl.com. I will help you there. Remember to email me the secret code for the BitTitan licenses. And in the notes below is, I'm not going to have tons of lines of notes. So I kind of covered in this list. But I will put out there a link to sign up with that Berber and just the main courses page. All right, gang, that's it. Thank you, and see you on course number 7. Bye now.